This is a Do You Validate podcast.
If you can make it in the Riff Tank, they'll give you the green light, and you can even walk away with your life.
I need a captivating story with characters on the fly.
I know this better be good. I wanna die. In the Riff Tank, this is stressing me out. Oh God, I hope this is good. Because I don't wanna die. In the Riff Tank, would you not interrupt the theme song?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Riff Tank. Last episode we had Matthew English and Jasmine Waters. They're the first people not to die, as they actually got HBO picked up Squatched, our Sasquatch soap opera drama. So they're working on that. We'll bring them back later. So you know that just goes to show you not everyone dies and ends up in the dumpster. But before I introduce my two new co-hosts, we're gonna go ahead and do what we always do. Let's start the clock. There we go. You know, normally it's a sad time to bring on new co-hosts because the last two people died, but they got promoted.
I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, so everyone else, all the other episodes, I guess it's like 14 people.
R.I.P.
Gravestones.
Yeah. Oh no.
But I feel good.
Okay.
I feel good.
I feel optimistic that we're going to turn things around here.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
We did one really good one. Before we draw prompts and everything, we'll let y'all introduce yourselves for the people at home, my two brand new co-hosts, Lisandra and Marietta. So, Lisandra, we'll let you go first.
I'm Lisandra Vázquez. I'm an Atlanta-based comedian, and I'm happy to be here, and hopefully I will not die.
Yes. I am.
We all will die eventually.
So true. I'm Marietta Mendler, also an Atlanta-based comedian. So excited to be joining the pod today and for my impending mortality. What an honor to die with people that I respect and admire.
Yeah. Speaking of death.
If.
If.
It's now an if.
Yeah.
It's if. I mean, we've had y'all are our 18th pair, or I guess our 9th pair, so 18 people total. Out of the 16 before you, 2 have lived. So, you know.
So much blood.
That's not bad odds. I think it's terrible.
Well, I think it's terrible odds, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not bad though. It's terrible odds.
Who said we were good at math?
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
Hey, we're artists.
Yeah, since we're talking about death, if you're a patron of the Do You Validate Network, you get to submit both prompts and ways to die on this show. Today's way of death has been submitted by Twillard, and they have said death by Reddit sword guy.
Oh.
Which
Is he killing us with a sword, or is he just a sword guy?
yeah.
Would he know what he was doing with it, or would he kind of be hacking away for a little while?
It's up to this Reddit user,
The Reddit guy.
Reddit guy. So
I feel like I'd be killed in an artisanal way if it was by someone who really it would be like if I was a loaf of bread being cut with a really nice knife.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
you sound hopeful for this, like wishful even.
like
that
it'll
you're
be beautiful and ceremonial.
Yeah,
I love that.
What if it's serrated, you know?
Yeah,
I don't want that.
I don't know. I guess would serrated make it better?
It makes bread cutting. Am I bread?
Are you picturing yourself as a cute little sourdough?
Yeah, I'm picturing myself as a loaf, and a serrated bread is the best way to go. But I guess,
This is so weirdly cute.
but
Nobody's made the deaths this cute up
I
front.
know. Well, you haven't had Marietta
Yeah.
on. Oh no.
I feel like if you were kidnapped and a serial killer was trying to kill you, they would just be like, man, you're kind of really taking the fun out of this.
Because you'd be so polite
Yeah.
about it, and you'd be like, "Okay, can I do anything for you before?"
Am I getting spooked enough for you? Do you feel like you? I could.
Yeah, I just want them to be validated.
Yeah, I wanna honor
because big risk for them to murder me, you know?
Yeah.
Big risk, low
really,
reward.
You really put yourself out there, kidnapped me from that park, you know?
Yeah.
I could have fought back.
Yeah, I got a low center of gravity. Good on you.
Could have just went low.
Yeah. Yeah, but instead I did a little hop to support. Yeah.
Like,
And he
let's
took a
see.
break from his Reddit thread.
Yes.
And he chose you. Imagine being chosen.
I would love that.
Gosh.
I feel like that's everybody
Yeah.
wants
Oh,
that.
goodness. So I guess we'll just see.
This is the aforementioned Tank, and this is our producer, which we finally named Sherman.
Ooh,
Sherman.
Jasmine named them. So right now he's a little angry, as you can see, and we just want to make him happy.
oh.
Yeah.
I do want to see
Oh,
that
I
little
like
face
that,
again.
Yeah.
Sherman.
But right now, very angry.
No. Okay. Oh, God.
No.
All right, great. So
His
each
teeth
of
are
you will go ahead and pull a prompt, and these once again are. That didn't make anything move.
It didn't, but
I liked it.
But I liked it.
Here, go
The
we'll
gesture of it.
We'll
Here you
each
go.
pull a prompt
Here you
here.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, a tiny one.
Yeah. They're all the same size. I mean, maybe not. They're all the same
okay.
size of paper.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Because we might get killed by a
Well,
sword
I
guy.
see. You weren't nervous about dying, but now you just want to make Sherman happy. Is the thing. What is okay? Well, Marietta, you looked shocked, so let's let you go off.
I literally have tears in my eyes. I'm so excited. This was made for me. Whoever Allie T is, let me marry them. Lord of the Swings, a swing dancing epic tale of bringing swing dancing back as grand as the tale of Lord of the Rings. Do you want to know what I love?
You don't know how much she loves.
I love Lord of the Rings and I love swing dancing.
I gotta tell you, I think this is at least the third or fourth time that prompt has been pulled. Because if we don't pick it, we put it back, and we've always come really close to that one. And so I was actually talking. I was like, I wonder if we're ever gonna do Lord of the Swings. But with your excitement, this might be the episode.
Okay.
No pressure. What is
No
yours?
pressure. Okay. Doomsday prepping family gets ready for the end of the world by Ian E.
Ooh.
Okay. And then mine is 24 hours till you die, but you're just trying to get back home to delete your browser history and hide your shame box from F Anonymous.
Oh.
I gotta say, none of us were as excited as you were.
Well, I'm trying to think of a way in which we can combine them. Is that trying to do too much?
If you think of a way we can combine them,
Okay.
or we can just go with, because you seemed, and I say this not lightly, you seemed happier about your prompt than being sliced up like a loaf of bread. And you were
stoked
you were
about
very,
being sliced.
very
like
into being sliced up.
with a serrated knife, like a loaf of bread. Like a freshly
Some
baked
texture,
loaf.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sound. It's like...
Yeah. Really make me feel present and in my body for those final moments. I know that you've watched Lord of the Rings so
Yes.
recently.
Yeah.
And you might be a
dedicated
fan as well.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it. You know, I'm also very nerdy, so
Yeah.
I think let's do it once again. This one's been pulled a couple. That one's been pulled the most.
Okay,
It
and
does look
I also
weathered.
think that the Lord of the Swings person could be a doomsday prepper, and also could have a nefarious background on the internet. You know, am I a people pleaser? Do I not want any of these prompts to get mad at me? Sure. Should I just focus on one? Probably.
Let's focus on one.
Yeah.
I think there's enough with bringing swing dancing.
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
We'll put ours
Swing
back.
dancing is here. She's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put that back.
Well, technically, are we open to making it about contra dancing?
Sure. Because okay. Now one of you gets to spin the genre wheel,
Okay.
and whoever does it, spin the hell out of it because it's a shitty wheel.
Okay. Do you
All
want?
right.
Yes, give it a really.
Okay, hold
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
hold
Yeah,
on.
that's what I'm saying. There we go.
There we go. It is a romance.
Romance.
I knew it was going to be a romance.
Oh my God.
We got romance. So that is. So we are doing Lord of the Swing,
Oh my God.
and it's as a romance film.
It's in Lord of the Swings, a swing dancing epic tale of bringing swing dancing back as grand as the tale of Lord of the Rings, the newest romance film.
Coming to Hallmark near you.
All right. Well, we got romance, which you also got very excited about.
Oh,
Yes.
romance! Yeah, we
Oh
love.
my God.
We love.
I love
we
a good.
a
I love. I love.
rom-com.
I grew up in rom-coms. I love
We
them
love
so
a
much.
rom-com.
They're very good. So yeah.
Which means that so then we have to establish a protagonist
Yeah.
that and then we'll get to meet cute eventually. But
Yeah. So
where are we?
who are we focusing on? Obviously, they love swing dancing, or do they not know?
They don't like swing dancing.
They don't like swing dancing. That's what I'm saying. Our
big city girl,
Big city girl.
Okay.
Big city. Big.
big city elf,
Big city elf.
big city.
Big city orc.
No, not an orc.
I mean, an orc and an elf. No.
An orc and an elf. No. What is Frodo?
Big City Hobbit?
Yeah, a little hobbit.
Okay.
What if like a little? Because they went to the big city and then they had to go back to the Shire.
So this is like, so we're doing like modern day, but still with fantasy.
Okay.
I'm just saying, no, I'm not saying, but is that the pitch we're doing? Like,
yeah. I think we're
it's like elves, orcs, goblins.
Yeah, like maybe
hobbits and humans.
Maybe they exist in like the U.S.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, and maybe it's like the same. You know how the Amazon TV show series kind of made it a little bit more like into the history of the
I didn't see that
place.
one.
Oh, okay. And then so this is just expanding, but in the same universe. You know, while Frodo's on his little journey,
Okay.
so is Charlene.
Okay.
So we're in Middle Earth,
We're in Middle Earth.
like old school fantasy style.
Or is that where? Yeah, is that where our movie's taking place, or are we in
modern
present day, but with the same character?
fantasy races?
Oh, I like that better. Yeah, that's better. We're in New York City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, big city. Are we doing a big city elf or a hobbit? Or not an orc? I think that's the orc comes in later. They're not nice.
Complicates it because of the how much they like violence.
Yeah.
We also can drop a lot of the racism metaphors too.
Yeah.
That are baked into fantasy. We don't
Yeah.
have to be like all orcs.
Oh, are violent?
Yeah.
Oh no, I
know.
just did that. I just walked.
No,
in.
it's fine. I mean, that's the terrible part about a lot of fantasy things is they're like,
Yeah.
I can't say I hate black people and Jewish people. So now, let me make up.
Yeah.
These bankers here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
So,
exactly.
gosh. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so maybe.
Okay, so we have a female protagonist. She's not into swing.
Dancing.
No,
but
yeah,
because
not at
swing
all.
dancing is usually something more in the countryside anyway. And then maybe she ends up going to there's a snowstorm. Oh my god, her car breaks down. Oh no. She goes into the nearest town. She has no way out, you know? She's stuck in this town much like Frodo was stuck on his journey, you know?
Yeah.
There's no way out but through, okay?
Does. Okay. So then who does she call when she breaks down? Her Sam?
Yes, her
Our
Sam,
best friend.
who had moved upstate.
That's who she was going to go visit.
So we have a fun B plot of her Sam trying to get down to her through this blizzard.
Of course, because
Yeah.
that's what a Sam does. A Sam
Yeah.
is selfless.
A Sam is
Yeah.
selfless.
That
and
is
it's just
the
like,
real
I'm
star
not
of the show.
So I think so. If she's not, she should be. What is like the opposite of swing dancing? Because I think she should be a dancer and look down on swing.
Well, because swing dancing is so like it's kind of
couples?
but it's like old
Fiddle
timey,
music?
like it's very Caucasian.
Oh yeah.
So what if she was into like it's more hip hop break dancing? Because I
Yeah.
feel like that would be kind of the opposite of
Yeah.
or any.
Oh, and then what if there's a Julia Stiles moment where she combines the two?
So frightening.
Like say the last dance.
And she makes a new genre of swing.
Right. Yeah, that's
where
good.
she involves a chair.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be fun.
It
for
makes us watch
everybody.
it for uncomfortably for 10 minutes.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
gets into Julia.
Yeah, with her swing dancing. Okay, wow. There's so many places this journey could go.
Okay, so she's stuck in her car. She calls her her best friend Sam, who's coming down. It's not too far, but it is treacherous.
It's treacherous, and then obviously like
The roads are blocked.
roads are blocked.
Maybe she's not a dancer. Maybe she's a wallflower. Maybe she's never moved a muscle before in her body.
Never once.
Never once. Maybe she's always been in the background. Okay, just like how the hobbits are like nobody thinks of a hobbit.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
And
They didn't get an age or any ring. They were
No.
like,
Maybe-
everyone else
does
gets
she-
a ring. Hobbits can fuck
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
So nobody thinks of her as someone who would be on the dance floor.
They just dismiss her.
Yeah, they think of her as like the girl who just brings the muffins to the party.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe she's good at baking. You know, maybe she makes a
So
great
she is a
scone.
hobbit.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
No, this is fine.
And you know what? It's kind of hard for a hobbit to dance with
I
big
know
feet.
they do more of like the merry jigs and running about.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can make a lot of jokes about our feet during the movie, you know?
Yeah.
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 We can get some real foot perverts into this too and do a lot of feet shots.
Yeah, we could get
Yeah.
Wiki Feet involved
Yeah,
maybe
well,
as a sponsor.
Sandal.
Ooh, Wiki
action.
Feet. I do think they would be, because you got to figure out how to finance the movie. So
Yeah, it's
Wiki
true.
Feet, the
Yeah.
first movie brought to you by Wiki Feet.
Maybe
Yes.
there can be a Cinderella element to it where, her love interest. So then once we get to this, once the Sam goes down, meets up with her, what happens then? They both get stuck, right?
Oh,
They both
no.
get stuck, and then they have to call out for help. And then who comes? But a handsome guy.
A handsome
This
local
is the meet
fiddle
cute.
player.
This is the meet cute.
Yes.
This is where
This is where we get.
introduce the romantic
and
interest.
he's on his way to their weekly Tuesday swing dance, which
But then
isn't
he
as
got
big
this
a deal
call
as a Saturday
that
one.
these dummies went
Yeah.
out on the road.
Yeah,
This
'cause
is
he owns a
where are
tow
your-
truck
Where are
company.
your chains? Where you have no chains
No,
on
no.
these tires? What are you
Oh
doing
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Yeah, where are
He's
your
like,
chains
you
on your-"
silly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's kind of giving Mr. Darcy. He's like, oh,
So they're just silly hobbits to him.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
is he?
yeah. He's not Gandalf. He's not taking it nice.
Oh, he's not Gandalf.
No, he's like the king of the elves.
No, but he's like sexy. He's Orlando
yeah,
Bloom.
Yeah,
So we have like an elf.
It's like understated sexy Orlando
yes.
Bloom energy.
Yes, because
Got
Orlando
it.
and the hobbits, they really don't talk much. He like smiles at him once.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not here.
Not here. They're
Here
gonna
they
do a lot
smile.
more than smile. Dun dun dun. Oh.
And
I
this
like
is also
that.
a hot hobbit.
Yeah,
we should
yeah.
mention that.
I think everyone's fuckable in this.
Yeah.
I think, and I like the idea. I don't think a lot of people would pair like an elf and a hobbit dating, which also goes against expectations, but fits
Yeah.
into the romance genre.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, these hobbits.
They're
What
so
do you-
in my
What
league.
are you out here peddling these muffins for? No one wants muffins out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone does, though. Everyone wants muffins
Yeah,
everywhere.
they just
Every-
haven't tried those muffins, those scones.
Yeah, because those muffins bring the
Boys?
elves to the earth.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. And you don't know until you try them.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So she's like never danced before.
Never before. She's never been allowed. It's almost like Footloose. In that way,
Okay.
Yeah.
in the way where she grew up
Yeah.
in a town. No, everybody else danced. She didn't. I'm getting carried away. I'd be sued for copyright. Let me
You've already
circle back in.
cited many movies we're stealing directly from, and I
Yeah.
like how you're like, oh, the Footloose people, very litigious.
The law behind them.
They,
Oh.
yeah.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, John Lithgow is coming for us if we.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could also. It's a little interesting too if she did come from a hobbit community that didn't dance a lot, because they would expect, well, obviously you're a hobbit, you love drinking and merriment and fun, so you would dance, and she'd be like, we don't dance back in
Yeah.
the big city hobbit town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from
Yeah, like-
the conservative side.
Yeah, like hard-working, blue-collar
Muffin
hobbits.
makers.
Do not like we run they're like running the bodegas.
Yes.
They're like, except for like the hobbit version of a bodega is.
Yes. Yes.
They're just running the bakeries there.
Side.
What is that?
There can be a love triangle. Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Between the
We need to
is
name
this
the
too much?
protagonist.
Okay. Yeah.
What's her name?
What is her name?
Seraphina.
Who? Yes.
Lovely.
Seraphina, that's a good
Yeah.
I
one.
love that.
Yeah, let's
love
name her
that.
that.
Okay, so Seraphina the hobbit.
Seraphina on the sidelines.
Seraphina and Sam, because with
Seraphina
Sam
is-
is still just because we hit we're just gonna really hit
Yeah,
the nail
we're
on
just
the head.
naming her Sam.
Yeah.
It's 2 M's. That's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has the elf love interest.
Whose name is Paul?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Paul?
Paul?
It's Paul.
That's me, Paul. The elf.
A classic elf name, Paul.
I'm Paul, the swing dancing elf. I also own a tow truck company.
Yeah, and I'm so mad y'all don't have your chains. You know me, Paul. You're so silly.
I don't think I've heard a laugh that brings me more joy than you laughing at Paul, the tow truck swing dance loving elf.
Marietta.
Yeah, he's fun. He's a fun guy. I might be falling in love with Paul a little too much. I gotta calm down.
Let's be a love square here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So is it the triangle? The other person into Serafina is like her love interest from back home.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's the heir to the rival
Oh, okay.
bakery?
Oh.
More corporate bakery, grocery store bakery.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's more of like a marriage, a business marriage of
Yes.
like Serafina, our muffins are being overshadowed by this other family. We got to marry in. So
Yes.
we can,
Yes. A
we
little
can
bit.
last.
A little bit more like mob.
Yeah.
A little bit more mob mentality over there.
Not like Sleepless in Seattle, where
Maybe a little also Meg
Like Tom
Ryan
Hanks and Meg
inspired,
Ryan.
but she's not going to end up with him because he's evil and he's truly evil.
Okay,
and
so
a
but we don't like him,
capitalist.
so he can't
We
be
don't
played by
like
Tom
him.
Hanks.
We
Got
don't
it.
like him. He's played by
Too likable.
He's played by someone slightly slimy, but also like who's slightly slimy but also intriguing.
The guy that played Oppenheimer. What's his name?
Oh,
Cillian Murphy.
yeah.
He could play that.
Also fun.
Because he's handsome, but he has like, I could not like him.
But he could be
and
that
fun
guy.
casting Cillian Murphy as a hobbit.
Yes. Yeah, we gotta. They got
shrink him down.
technology a
Yeah,
little
we
bit.
shrink him down.
Give him some big feet. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And he could be the heir to this bakery.
Yeah, and maybe it's because they're corporate hobbits. They're a little taller.
It's like the Hobbit version of Keebler.
Yeah.
This is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Cillian Murphy is like the, and this also
What's his name?
Because then it brings it. Yeah. What do we? Yeah. We got Paul. We got Serafina. We got
Just
Sam.
Sam and
Sam.
then Paul.
And then the one who she might even be expecting to be engaged to
It's because everyone gets engaged to a guy named
Victor.
Yeah.
There we go. So Victor the Hobbit, who
Victor
is
the corporate hobbit.
Yeah, the corporate hobbit, who's the family heir.
We all know famously
yeah,
about Victor.
Yeah. There's a lot in the Lord of the Rings lore, the Silmarillion about it. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they-
famous.
So this is kind of interesting too, because if she goes against the wishes, not only is she like throwing away this marriage, she's going against her family wishes of being able to stay in the muffin game.
Yeah, you can't go against the family.
Can't. And because her family's business is not doing as well
Yeah.
as it should be because they're being drowned out by the big business.
Being drowned out here. And then also Victor hates dancing too.
Yeah.
Oh, he hates fun.
hates fun.
Yeah, he hates.
And then
yeah.
she even mentioned, she's like, "What, the wedding?
He
might
doesn't
be
even
fun
like
to
sugar,
dance."
and they're in the baking
Oh my
business.
God.
He's
Oh.
like a weird anti-hobbit where he's
Yeah.
just like, I don't like
He doesn't
married
even
men.
eat second breakfast.
He's like, one breakfast is enough for me.
Yeah, and he doesn't smoke anything.
Yeah.
He does no drugs.
Yeah.
And all the other hobbits are like,
What are you doing?
Meanwhile, I like flipping
He's
the
keto.
expectations on it. He's, yeah.
He's a keto.
We're
Keebler.
expecting elves to be very, elegant and beautiful and stuff like that, but we got country elves.
yeah, we got well, because Legolas is a country elf.
Yeah.
They're like the elves of the woods.
So yeah, we got way more chill. They're dancing, they're smoking,
Yeah.
they're chilling
Yeah.
out.
They're playing music.
Yeah.
They're tapping their feet.
Yeah. A lot of very see-through shirts, and everyone's just very attractive.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they all have, it's like the mithril shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot
they
of see-through
do.
shirts.
So a
Oh
yeah.
my
lot of
God.
see-through shirts.
Get
Yeah.
so sweaty when you're dancing.
Yeah.
But not an elf, probably.
And then I don't want to.
I don't think they have sweat glands like we do.
Yeah, I think if they do, it's just like a light mist.
Like a beautiful glow.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
they're never like, they don't look gross from working outside all day. You're like, did somebody just like
Yeah.
just do a spritz?
Oh, what a dream.
Yeah.
They look like a Neutrogena commercial.
Oh my God.
Because we really need to distract people with hotness due to the fact that the dialogue is going to be trash. It's not going to be well written.
Yeah.
This movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's going to be
Okay,
good for
that's an
Hallmark.
interesting- yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say for Hallmark.
For Hallmark.
Oh, for
And this
Hallmark,
is what
yeah.
we're-
So yeah,
also,
we're the conflict being
Yeah.
a Hallmark romance. Yeah, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a low bar. Also, WikiFeet isn't giving us a lot of money for the writers' room.
Yeah.
But they're really investing in pedicures for all the elves.
Yeah.
Because you know what else? They're going to swing dance barefoot.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we would
not
have to.
a cowboy boot in sight.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foot massaging happening at the Wiki Feet set.
Yeah. Paul's like, what? You've never gotten your foot rubbed before? What about your big city husband? I bet he rubs your feet all the time. Look at those hairy dogs. They gotta be.
And Seraphina's like, he's never once touched my
Never
feet.
touched my feet.
And that's the
And then
moment.
they look at each other.
Yeah. And then he's touching her foot.
And then he's like, just inches closer
Yeah.
to her hobbit foot.
Yeah, because they're next to a fire at this point. For
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
is
This is once they've, they don't have any place to go because the roads are for sure closed. So he's like, you guys should just come over
Yeah.
and just like, you guys are still like silly people who are stuck in the middle of nowhere. The snowstorm will pass. So just come. I'll give you guys a place to stay for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where they light the fire. Shoes are off.
The shoes are off. Romance.
This is the product placement for Wiki Feet. They need to
A
get
lot-
as
a
many.
lot,
They have to
yeah.
get
A
it back.
lot of feet shots
Lot of-
are in the contract
Yeah.
that Wiki Feet signed with us and Hallmark. A lot of feet shots.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know this. Usually, when you're shooting things, you'll have a couple like maybe like an A and a B cam, so you get both photos. We do have an F cam.
Yeah,
Just foot cam.
Always, every shot has to have a foot shot.
I love
So
that.
we can cut to it if need be.
And that's how we help with telling the difference in height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there is gonna be, and this is also we had to sign the contract. There is gonna be a foot cut where it's only feet.
Director's feet cut.
That's just for the head of Wiki Feet. He really put that in there.
We're really trying to
Yeah.
get a specific audience.
A very specific
audience. And that's what's interesting about the Only Feet one. It is behind a paywall.
Oh,
so
for sure.
yeah,
It's
that one
very
is behind a paywall, and it's available. It will be available on the same day that this film is released to Hallmark.
Wow.
But you do have to pay for the premium content
I love that. What
for the Wiki Feet director's cut of Only Feet.
I'm wondering what our betrothed like the love of our lives, you know, our country fiddle swing dancing man.
Paul.
Paul.
Yes, what does Paul have to overcome here? What's his Mordor?
Okay.
You know, what's he
Okay.
going through?
So Paul, because he loves swing dancing,
Uh-huh.
right? Like, what if he has a competition and he has a rival,
Yeah.
and it is in 3 days' time, or no, maybe in a week, because I feel like 3 days is too short to fall in love, or is it?
Not with
How
Paul.
long
is
did
it?
it take
Not
them in
with
Dirty
Paul.
Dancing? Not long.
Not long.
Not long.
Maybe
Yeah.
in a week's time, though. Like, let's give
Okay.
them
A week.
let's give them a week. And
Because we can also add to it too that not only like the snow might clear up sooner than that, but then like your car is fucked because
Yeah.
stay.
you drove this car up here, you ruined it, and so
Yeah,
we got like you,
she's but a
you
poor
popped an axle.
baker's
Silly
daughter.
hobbit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
But
not
I
a
think
mechanic.
she's got Victor's credit card.
they're like,
though.
do you realize that you've just shoved blueberries into the gas engine instead of gasoline?
She's like, I'm just a silly hobbit.
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl named Serafina
I'm just a girl in Seraphina. Yeah.
who isn't allowed to dance.
Now, can we? And I know Sam's just a side character. I would like to see Sam fuck too.
Okay, great.
Oh, I love
I
that.
think we need to give Sam a love interest.
Okay.
And I think we should give Sam like a non-Hobbit or non-elf love interest.
Yeah.
Kind of like a fun. And
Like
I
a
think,
king.
I think she should pursue them and just be like, "Oh, you're gonna be mine." Like that. A really fun.
Yeah.
Like she knows what she wants. And it's not that the person's not into it, but they're like, "Oh, well, I wouldn't do that." She's like, "I'm gonna wear you down. I got you. You know, we got this."
Oh, I love that
'Cause
confidence of Sam.
I like Sam being confident.
I love that. Okay.
I like that
and
you
even it
gave
could be
Sam a
gay.
Steve Urkel confidence of trying to
Yeah.
get with Laura. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do want to point out there is interest from the other party.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that they're kind of like, oh, I'm good. I don't want it. And like, there's a little flirty there. It's not the weird '90s style of I'm actually gonna wear you down so much until you like, please, I will say yes.
No, I think it's
if you
another
just
person
shut
who's
up.
like so kind,
Yeah.
so soft. I just got too excited.
Like
I
Paul,
knocked it.
you can get excited. That's
Okay,
what this
sorry.
is about. It's
Yeah.
like Paul has like a best friend, not into swing dancing.
Yeah.
Okay. So when they're at when they're at Paul's, They have somebody.
Paul's roommate.
Yeah, Paul. Maybe Paul. That's unattractive. We're not going to give Paul a roommate, but Paul. For an older man, an older elf.
That's
Maybe
true.
Paul's
Red
neighbor
flag.
who's like bringing over like some firewood and food. He's just like, oh hey, I saw that you towed in a car and had a couple extra people here. You're always so helpful, Paul. I have
Here's
some extra.
some
I have some firewood because this is also another
Enter.
caretaker friend.
Enter arms.
Oh,
Real
Enter
nice
arms.
arms.
jacked.
He's Gimli.
I was about to say, what about a dwarf? A
Gimli.
nice, stout little
but
dwarf
real
man.
with like,
Yeah, because Legolas and Gimli best friends, so it's kind of like Legolas and Gimli next door neighbors.
Yeah.
they would be. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
We cast.
And a metaphor would
Yeah.
is sexual.
Oh, he brings wood, and then Sam realizes that immediately, and she's like, I like that
And
log you got there.
Yeah. A
And
lot
then he's
of
like, I already
sexual
set the wood
innuendo.
down. She goes, what wood? She's ready.
Can't doubt.
She's like a Samantha.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes.
Okay. She's just
laying
I like
on
that she's a
this thick.
She's a Sam loyal friend. Well, you know what Samantha was? Samantha was the best friend on Sex and the City,
True. She
and
called
Carrie
the
didn't
BS.
deserve her.
Yes. Yes.
That's it.
Where he's
Okay.
speaking truth.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
no. Carrie did not deserve her.
Show went down without her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Travesty.
The end of podcast.
Oh,
No, okay. I love that. I love that she's a little flirty, fun Samantha type. Okay, so then the next day is when they figure out, okay, my car is messed up. I'm going to have to stay here. We can find some place to stay.
Yeah.
How do they handle that? Do they go to another place, or does Paul say, I have an extra room, guys. You could stay here.
Extra room, just stay here. It's easier. All the places in town are already filled up because,
Of the snowstorm.
well, snowstorm, and everyone's in town for the big swing
Swing
dancing
dancing
competition.
Convention, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And those actually exist. There's one up in Helen or in our
I like
place.
how we have hobbits, dwarves, and elves in this, and you're like, and swing dancing competitions are real, so we have.
And
Don't
also,
worry.
like, we should all go. I mean, it's at
No
the end
one-
of March. I don't know. Anyway.
Just a little group trip.
Yeah, throwing that out there.
Anybody interested?
Could
Pull up
be
the
fun.
calendar right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay, great.
Okay, so everything is filled out.
Yeah.
And so you guys can stay here with me. This is Paul, played by Orlando Bloom.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, well, thank you so much. And then they decide that night maybe, or like, what can they do to like start like getting like touching or getting together? Like, let me help you with like this wood, or let me help you
I think
cook. Cooking is kind of
Cook,
hot.
I was about to say cooking or like kind of foraging because Serafina knows how to like gather stuff and do that,
Yes.
and then he sees her like cooking and moving around the kitchen.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, you're so quick on your feet." He was like, "You must dance." And she's like, "Oh no."
You're so quick on your feet. Shot of feet.
Yeah, shot of feet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then they can have like a cute little. They can be washing the dishes together and get a little sudsy, you know.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Have a little montage.
Oh yeah.
of
And then also Sam and her love interest, Gimli, will
Let's just get the same actor that played Gimli.
Yeah.
And just
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's just his
Yeah.
name is Gimli.
Yeah, Sam and Gimli,
Yeah.
they maybe
Yes.
do the foraging and they get the supply, so it's like a real group effort.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
Love
then
that.
they
and
have-
then we have some fun like exchanges.
Yeah.
Sam. Oh, I just realized Sam and Samantha.
Yes.
That's the
I
archetype.
thought you were
yeah.
going with that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That they're both Sams.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just going with like the actual Sam, Frodo's best friend.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
Samantha, but now I just really writing room magic.
Yeah, see?
Okay,
Yeah.
but no,
It's not
but
all
that's
just feet. It's mainly
it's
feet.
Some clever names though.
yeah, some clever names, but yeah, and so it would be fun to see their exchanges while they're doing that. So
Yeah, so this
Sam
is like
being
the fun
super
flirty, but for both of the sides, and then Serafina's showing off her baking, and like showing that she does have some she's good at things, and then
Right.
and I think because Paul was just kind of like, you're just a silly city hobbit.
Yeah.
You drove out here in the snowstorm. You wrecked your car.
You're
like,
stupid.
oh my god.
yeah, there's nothing, and then they get settled in for the night, right?
Yeah.
And then everything's kind of quiet, and then they can't find Paul. You know where Paul is? like Serafina goes outside and is just kind of like taking in the night, and then she overhears some swing music, and she sees a light.
In the barn?
She sees a light on, and she bundles herself up, goes to the barn, and there he is, practicing. Oh my God! With the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Oh yeah,
because
he's
he knows
dancing it all
just
out.
how big of a deal this is.
Yeah, he's dosey doing with nobody, and he
got
needs
no
a
one-
partner.
He's got like a
Broom, like a
broom.
broom thing. Yeah. He's like.
Or a scarecrow.
Yeah, he's got a little scarecrow, and then he's a little embarrassed by it too.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "That's why you brought up dancing earlier. You're a dancer." And he's just like, "I could never win."
Yeah, because I don't have anyone who will practice with me.
Now I do think
I could practice with you.
this
you
is
want.
this is kind of we already have the love triangle with Victor and Paul. Don't get me wrong, but I do think that also I think Paul's ex left him, and that's his ex partner, swing dance partner, and ex like sexual partner.
Yes, and I think Paul's partner left him because at the last competition he did so bad and embarrassed himself so much that she was like, "Oh my God, gross. I
Maybe
can't
he
stay
didn't
with
do
you."
so bad, but he tripped.
He tripped. Just had
Like-
a simple mistake.
Yeah.
And she said, "Unforgivable."
Unforgivable. I
do this.
can't.
Oh, because she's also kind of a hard ass, which is why when on the night of the show at the end, not to like rush ahead for a moment,
No, go
but
ahead.
on the night of the show, Victor is going to come back because he's been like, "Where the heck is my freaking fiance? I've been meaning to propose to her." And then he gets there, he sees those two dancing. He's like, "What the heck?" But then he also locks eyes with Paul's
ex.
and something, could happen
Who
there.
will name after Allie.
Yes.
Yeah,
France.
Allie.
Yes.
Paul's ex. A very common elf name, Allie.
Yes.
That's actually, it's so
it's like,
common.
It's like
so
John,
common. Yeah.
John,
Yeah.
but still. It
Allie
works.
was probably part of the Bible.
She was one of the A books.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Allie's in there. And she's very typical romance, like hard ass, like
Type A.
She's like, I gotta be with the best because I'm the best, and I'm sorry, Paul.
She has a
Get outta
blackberry.
here.
Yeah.
She's a blackberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, Paul, you're cute,
Yeah.
but you're not excellent.
No.
I love how much conviction he had. She's like, she is a blackberry. And that can tell you everything about Allie.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
She's like, Paul, I have a blackberry. I
She
can't.
wears all black.
I can't be with a loser.
I know. And it's funny because she's like, she's more big city than
Yeah.
Serafina.
Yes, which
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
ironic.
Yeah, being that she's.
That's why Paul is acting like he's not into Serafina, even though he is from the very get-go.
Yeah.
Is because Allie is from the big city. She moved back to the big city. She moved to the big city, came back, changed
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And he can't fall in love with another city girl.
No.
It's-
No.
he's
City
like-
girls are bad for
He's
him.
broken.
That's what his
You're
mother
one of my
said.
favorite people ever. You're just so joyful to be around. I'm so happy we got a romance prompt too. This is
Too.
Yeah, this is meant to be.
I would be bad at horror.
you'd be like, everybody hugs, and the scary thing is the hug might end.
Let me honor the way in which you want to murder me.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Serial Killer. Do you want me to trip now, or
And also, that's a beautiful mask.
Yeah.
I think it really suits you.
is that your mother's face? That's great.
I think it's great.
She looked like a lovely lady. I wish I could have met her.
I'm
Oh
sure.
no, we hate her. Oh, boo.
Boo. I hate what she did to you.
Yeah,
no.
but
Do you want to talk about it?
yeah, relationships with parents so hard.
I'm not trying to change you. I'm just trying to help you be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, do you want like something to drink
Yeah.
or anything before we do this?
Try a serrated blade.
It makes me feel cozy. It makes me feel
People
in my
think, oh,
body.
just a little loaf of bread and cut up here.
What if we shared the murder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paul's a little. So that's also why Paul's practicing in
It's 'cause
solitude
he-
because he's
yeah,
nervous
he's nervous.
because Allie
will be there
would be there. Allie gave him
with a
shit.
new partner.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Allie's there with a new partner.
Yeah. Javier.
Javier. Also, Javier is packing. It's so he just
Like Javier is just
so
hot.
ridiculous how big his cock is.
Yeah.
We don't ever see it directly.
Oh, he's wearing gray sweatpants.
Actually, I
we
think
see
at
it.
one point, because we got the feet shot, we do see just a little bit of it.
I think it's that long.
Yeah,
It's just like,
it's like would murder a person.
yeah.
Impractical. You're like, Javier, I think you would die if you had a full erection.
Yeah.
And
But no, also an incredible dancer.
Yeah,
Great dancer.
maybe he
Doesn't
So
get
good.
thrown off by the weight imbalance.
If anything, it helps with his momentum,
Yeah,
like
it
with
makes
the
him, and he
inertia.
can do the spins really well because he spins on cock side.
But yeah, so Javier is going to be there,
Yeah.
and Javier has been Paul's longtime rival.
Since grade school.
Yeah, since grade school, Javier just has a little bit more sabor. So he's
Yeah.
just doing things, I mean, and not just because of the unfair advantage of
Yeah.
the cock leg.
But he's for sure packing.
Oh, for sure, we know that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
Only elf where they're wearing sweatpants.
yeah.
Every other elf is wearing just normal clothes.
normal
and
clothes.
mithril shirts. And
skin-
he's just going,
there's
hey,
Gray,
what's up?
gray sweatpants,
Yeah.
just to let us see that outline. Even though we could probably see it.
Yeah,
you
he's
can
played
see
by
with
John
any
Hamm.
pants. Oh, yeah, he's played by
John
John
Hamm,
Hamm.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
played
yeah,
by
yeah.
John Hamm.
No, or somebody else.
No, John Hamm would be great.
Because he's also famous for that.
Well, John Hamm is also white. He's
Yeah.
not Latino.
Yeah,
Javier
that's true. That
feels
would
like
be
We could
cool.
do
we just do
If
Javier
we do
Bardem.
something- Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Javier
just go,
Bardem,
yeah,
yeah.
we're
Javier
just gonna go
Bardem.
easy casting.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
We don't want to confuse
good
him on
job.
set.
Yeah.
My name's Javier. Could you maybe just make the character that too?
Yeah.
Then.
And I think that Allie could be played by Emily Blunt.
Yes, because she is severe.
Very
yeah.
good for that.
Yeah.
Who is Serafina and Paul?
Oh yeah, Serafina should be really like a very likable Julia Roberts.
Ooh.
Or is that? Do we have the budget for her? Are we talking budget?
Who's kind of a Julia Roberts-esque? Because I think
But younger? Are we talking
Yeah.
about? Sorry, this is not ageist, but we're trying to modernize.
also I don't know.
it for
Does
the
Julia
times.
Roberts even act anymore? Or
Yeah, she does.
Is she just
Yeah.
too big?
No. She
she
does
has.
it when she's
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
don't
think we
know
get
what
Julia
she's been
Roberts
in.
for this.
Or we could do.
Well, it depends on who we have for Paul.
For Paul.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
Because it would also if we have like Emily Blunt, so we're having in the late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody's in their like 30s ish.
We have Cillian Murphy as Victor.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy is Victor, so
Yeah.
that is a
Gimli's a little bit older, but also we can play it off because dwarves, they all look a little more rugged and older.
right.
Should we do?
Let's see.
Who's that person? Suki Waterhouse.
She's beautiful.
Should we do her?
Where is she from? Why does this sound so familiar? What is she?
She's engaged to Robert Pattinson.
Yes, and she's
And
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
also
talking about.
she had a very
yeah.
beautiful.
Yes.
We could do her.
Or
Or
I'm gonna toss this in the ring.
Yeah.
What if Serafina was Issa Rae?
love that.
Ooh, that's
Love that.
very fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's like a fun casting out. Her reactions would be fun.
Yes.
It would be throw a little bit more comedy in it, but she also has played romantic leads
Yeah,
too.
I think
Okay,
Issa
I'm
Rae
gonna
would
do
be
that.
really good. So
She'd
who
be
do we
really
want
fun.
for Paul then?
Someone that she would be attracted to.
Maybe we do
okay.
a comedian. Oh,
Who are you thinking?
what are you thinking?
I'm just thinking. So Paul, I think would be fun to have like someone like a Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I'm sold. I'm in.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah, I'd be
And
down to
then-
have Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
And then Sam could be who's the fun, flirty friend?
What about the Irish girl from Dairies?
Who's that? Your
You're
casting
talking about, like,
choices
the
are
lead?
so fun.
Also, she's way younger than everyone
that's
else.
true.
we're casting.
Yeah. Like
But Darius
someone
is
that
really good,
actually,
though,
someone
just
that
on a
Issa Rae
side
would be
note.
friends with. That move. What about
What about
I'm also I'm looking through my award season Rolodex of who I've just seen on the carpets. That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's been on the carpets? Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza would be she would be really fun. Actually, Aubrey Plaza would be fun because she would be like.
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza's fun, and she's like good at like weirdly aggressive roles too.
Yeah, I think that's
this
good. Sam's aggressive.
Sam is aggressive.
Okay, we have Aubrey. Oh my gosh, we got a all-star cast.
This is good.
This is great for Hallmark.
Also, not to be creepy, would for sure
Great
enjoy
feat.
watching Issa Rae and Pedro Pascal in a romantic.
Oh yeah, they would have such a nice little
that'd be
banter.
so attractive, and they would have such good little back and forth.
The lighting budget just went up. I have to get Wiki Feet
yeah,
on
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay.
Wiki Feet's very surprised we got all these names because we're like, we do realize we get a lot of feet shots. They're like, yeah.
Yeah, but then there's the Hallmark edit, which is up here.
Oh yeah, there's a Hallmark.
That's
going to
make money too.
That's going to make money.
Yeah.
But do you know how much money Pedro Pascal's feet are going to make?
Oh my God.
Make a lot of money.
They're going to be all over Tumblr.
I got a couple of friends I know that I'm going to call after this and be like, Pedro Pascal's feet in this. They'd be like, I don't know, I was into feet, but now I am.
I actually would like to recast Javier.
Okay, instead of Javier Bardem.
Yeah. Can I recast with
Yes.
Maluma? Do you know who that is? Maluma, he's a I won't, but anybody that knows who Maluma is, that's who I would rather have. We could keep Javier Bardem, but Maluma is he's a singer. He was in the movie Marry Me with J-Lo. He's so attractive.
Talking about this guy?
Yeah.
He can get it.
Whoa.
Actually, so he's like the super hot new guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
this is him.
It's
him.
Maluma.
It's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
I think
that's
That beard is
don't get me wrong,
striking.
Javier Bardem, very.
No, for sure.
but
he can
he's
play it.
If we need somebody that's just like, don't worry, Paul, her new partner won't be anything, and then that guy walks in, they're like,
Yeah,
Yikes.
it's Maluma.
Paul, you're fucked.
He like sparkles.
Yeah.
When
And
he
I think
moves.
Javier Bardem could be like the patriarch of the family.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's a little
Yeah,
too
yeah,
old.
yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I love you.
Our,
Yeah.
Javier, don't be mad.
So we got.
This is all
Yeah.
respectful.
Yeah.
This is all,
Respectfully.
Javier, if you see me,
We're
kiss me on the
getting
forehead.
feet
You know?
shots very respectfully of all
Yeah.
of these actors.
So respectfully.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the pedicures are included with the role.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's on everybody's right.
Yeah. Every day
Oh.
you go in, hair and makeup and feet.
Also, I would argue that there could also be behind the scenes where everyone who's on staff also gets pedicures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a behind the scenes role that's just
Behind
feet.
the paywall.
Yeah.
Again,
behind
this
the
is all
paywall.
to monetize
Yeah.
Wiki Feeds.
Yeah.
Just feet of cameramen and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's great.
And then that's for
Oh
somebody.
my gosh. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
blue collar feet.
Yeah. Yeah. And also like
That is-
the makeup people and the hair people and
That
the
is-
fashion people.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
specific.
You know, everybody, lighting people, everybody feet. Pay.
You get some feet. You
Yeah,
get
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
gets feet.
Oprah
Okay,
feet.
great. And then who was Sam's love interest is?
Gimli, just played by Gimli.
Gimli.
Okay, that one's okay.
Gimli. I don't think we should change that at all.
No,
The
that's just
actor
okay.
that I don't know his name, but it's just the same actor. And everyone else, this is modern day time. He has like armor.
Yeah. That's just,
I love
and
that
Aubrey Plaza
Aubrey
cannot
Plaza.
get enough.
Oh, Aubrey Plaza
He's
loves
just like
it.
loving him.
Just like trying to get that little arm
Yeah.
off. Cut.
He's like,
This is
I
great.
like the noise you make because I can see her doing that. She's like, I'm gonna get in there. What we got? Yeah.
It's like trying to polish it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's great. Okay, so we're getting ready for the competition. Maybe there's a get together the night before,
Yeah.
like, hey, this is like an opening ceremonies.
Yes, where all of the competitors are
So
introduced.
this is
Yeah.
the first. This is the first time.
This is
that
where Javier
Paul-
Bardem's in there because he's like
He's like the
giving-
master of the
yeah, he's
ceremonies.
the master of ceremonies.
Oh.
He's like explaining that. Which also Victor has called like wondering where she is because they have to
Yeah,
do that. So he's gonna show up the night before
Yeah,
to ruin
and
it.
also like Victor has because he has so much money, he has access to an all-terrain vehicle.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's got like
he's coming
of course
in
he's
on
got
a
like
Hummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
gross.
of course.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
And then very obviously he has some kind of assistant that we can tell Victor is for sure fucking.
Oh, for
Oh.
sure.
Yeah.
She's so hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
She could be played by Megan Fox.
Gigi Hadid. Oh, or Megan.
Megan Fox is great too.
Yes,
I like
Megan Fox.
Like having an assistant that just so happens to look like Megan Fox.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
she
is
just
annoying.
so happens to be, and then she has that like real like like scary big city like you can't talk to Victor, he's busy right now, blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
Yes.
And so
Also,
then
like kind of possessive. Like,
Yeah.
I'm definitely fucking this guy that I'm like being super protective over.
Yes.
I like that too. So she's like, so the two of them will show up during this ceremony dinner, because this is obviously our like second act. Like then like, oh, here's the problem here. Everything's like going down, because also I think the fact that because also we skipped over this. Eventually, Paul and Serafina do dance, and they do realize like
There's
Yeah.
chemistry. Oh, there's chemistry.
although she's a
Yeah.
wallflower, she was meant to dance.
Yes. I think there's a moment in the kitchen when they're baking
Mm-hmm.
where they both reach to turn off the timer at the same time, and then their
Hands
hands touch.
Yeah.
And then the way that he guides her hand, he's like, "Oh my God, I could dance with this
She
woman."
like swings over.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then he's like, she swings open his heart,
yes, and he's about to trip one time, and then she catches
which
him.
is another great foot shot.
Yes.
Yeah, he goes to trip. She catches him, and then
Unlike
he's like,
his ex.
"God, I'm so stupid." She's like, "What do you mean? All you did was trip." Boom, he's melted.
Yeah.
because that's what that Allie was just like. You tripped, you dumb piece of shit.
Fucking Allie.
And then Serafina's like, everyone trips sometimes. That's okay. All that matters is you get back up. And like he has a heart boner. We see his feet,
Yeah.
but we know his heart's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul.
Paul,
It's like Paul.
Paul, just let someone back in.
Yeah, Paul is opening up.
Yeah, he's been carrying so much on those shoulders. Strong
Sweet baby Paul.
shoulders.
Okay, and then oh my goodness. So then once they're in so he's like feeling her,
Yeah.
right? And then but nothing's really happened yet, but they're definitely very much into each other, and they're like, okay, well, we have to go to this opening ceremony. I'm very nervous. This is
Yes.
Paul. I'm very nervous, and she's like, well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be. I haven't answered my phone in days.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah, I will
I'll
go
bring
with you.
muffins to everybody. Maybe they would like muffins there.
Yeah, maybe they would like muffins. Let's bring Sam.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
bring these two.
'Cause
because I'm pretty sure my friend is harassing your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to be together.
They won't be-
I
wants to swing by
think
his
really early on too. I think that Sam and Gimli fuck.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
maybe
I think
act
it's like-
one.
Okay.
I think like
First
like
night.
there's a little bit of back and forth, but then like they're there for a couple of days, and then Sam's just like comes out in just Gimli's like shirt, and it's kind
Right.
of like,
in
so
his
what are
armor?
you guys gonna? And then she's just like, Sam, you do this all the time, and she's like, look, I know what I like, and I go after it anyways.
Yeah.
Sassy best friend speech about how I could tell you're into this dude, and you should dump Victor.
There we
Yes,
go.
yes.
Yeah.
And Sam's just been staying at Gimli's.
Oh
He's like,
yeah,
Sam and Gimli, they're grocery shopping.
yeah,
they're-
they're in it.
They're
Yeah.
in it to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both smoking outside.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, a couple times a day.
Yeah, that now he made her her own suit of armor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's they show up together in
Matching
suits of
suits of
armor
armor.
to the
And then she somehow turns it into a kink. You know what I mean?
Oh,
She
yeah.
makes it, she's like,
yeah. She's like dragging
I
him
wanna
by
be
his
very
beard.
Clear
Yeah.
that Sam is topping Gimli.
Yes.
of course.
Like she's
yeah.
for sure. She's got the strap on and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
And
there's
she's
pegging.
like, look, it's a mithril dildo.
That would be so intense.
That
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah.
impenetrable.
we
Yeah.
got- I want to make sure that we're all clear. Lots of
Oh,
feet.
Lots of
and-
mithril.
and pegging.
and pegging.
Yeah.
This is what 2024 wants.
Well, yeah, we're in the future.
We're in the future.
Yeah. And the pegging is behind a paywall also,
Yeah, the
so
peg
please
is
don't
behind
think
the
that that's going to be on
paywall.
Hallmark. It's implied in Walmart,
Yeah.
Hallmark,
Hallmark.
but also maybe available in Walmart.
Yeah.
Hallmark movies have an unrated version, you know?
Well, this is we're
Well,
breaking
yeah, that's
it.
why
I
we're
think
doing
this is a
the behind the
good-
paywall at
There should be
WikiFeed.
more of this.
Yeah. If Wiki Feet and Hallmark come together.
They steal this
A
idea.
version
from
for
us.
you to watch with your mom and a version for you to watch with your partner, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
So much.
Have you been
feet.
looking for that winter romance with feet? That's also interesting too because it's snowing and we're still no one's wearing shoes.
No one's wearing
No.
shoes, which is so fun
Yeah.
because you're getting to see feet in so many different temperatures too. And for your foot fetish, you can see them in a frozen state and in a warmed up state.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe there's a lot of ads for like
Socks.
yeah no, like
They
feet
don't wanna
warmers,
cover.
like heating systems.
Yeah, because you don't
like
want to cover them.
yeah. I think that this is, but we have a very important decision to make. At the end of the day, do our protagonist and her lover win
No.
the dance
They don't.
competition?
They don't win, but they win each other's
That's
hearts.
the thing. They don't win, but they win over each other.
Devastating.
Because Paul with Allie thought it was always about winning, and that's why he hid his dancing, because she didn't want to dance in public until they were great at it. And now, because of Serafina showing him this, he now can truly, he's the best dancer he can be, because he is doing it for himself and not to win competitions.
Wow.
And so that's what Serafina teaches them, because that's what she kind of talks about the baking, and because she's told Paul she has to get married to Victor, and he's like, well, you obviously don't like this guy, and she goes, well, I mean, it's for my family, but she's like, but what I don't like about Victor, outside of the obvious that he's fucking his assistant Megan Fox, which I get.
Yeah.
Honestly, relatable.
Right.
I think.
But like, it's that he's like he's taking the heart and soul out of what I love to do, and like, yeah, we need to make money off of the muffins, but like, I make muffins because I love to, and I love to make people happy.
Yeah.
And I love to have people like feel joy. And for her, that's why she wants to bring the muffins there, because she wants to see people eat them and bring people together and feel that hearth and joy. So that's what she's teaching Paul, while also trying to learn how to stand up for herself, because Paul's trying to talk about how they learn how to be assertive together. And so they lose the competition. And actually, but what fun twist?
Not by a lot. Not by an embarrassing amount,
Second
but like
place.
Yeah.
But then Allie and Javier, they win. However, Javier leaves Allie, and then Megan Fox leaves Victor, and they go fuck, because they're hot. They're
like smoke.
They're
smoke
so hot
shows.
together.
Yeah. It's like, you guys are so hot, you have to be together.
And this is the thing. They don't have a scene together. They sleep. They're like, wait, what's this? They're like, we're both tense. So like, this makes more sense.
This makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, yeah. They take away Allie's crown, give it to Megan Fox.
They're like,
Oh my God. Oh.
Listen, because here's the thing. We don't necessarily like Megan Fox's character, but we hate Allie more.
Yeah, because she was
Yeah.
mean to sweet baby Paul.
Yeah.
And she's been deeply unlikable this whole time. She's just
Yeah.
been kind
And
of
I think Megan
negative.
Fox is just like, listen,
Yeah.
I was technically banging him before the marriage and everything, and I just kept kind of doing it. And also, I live in the big city, and men are terrible, and I'm trying to just get ahead. And then we're like, I get that, girl.
Yeah.
Also, once again, her and Javier would look so good together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. I think this ends with like beautiful. As the credits roll, you get to see the photos of all the couples together throughout like the next year. And that always makes me really happy as a viewer to see it continue.
And then Victor's photo is he gets his, because Megan Fox takes the all-terrain vehicle. He has to take a vehicle out of town. He's just stuck in the snow. But he can't get a tow truck because Paul owns a tow truck company. So it's just Victor's as he's stuck. And then
Is Victor with Allie though, or are they both alone?
I think they're both alone. Or actually, but here's the thing. I think if they're together, it's worse for each of them, because they're both so cynical, insufferable that they kind of like their picture is them like stuck on the side of the road, like, really upset, because and then like we get that fun little drive-by shot of Paul and Serafina in the tow truck, and they're trying to wave him down, and they're like, sorry,
like, should have been nice.
Should have been nicer.
Should have let me dance.
Yeah.
Like, guess you gotta wait for AAA.
Yeah. Oh, also, for sure, Sam and Gimli, like, they're just married very soon.
Yeah.
They eloped.
Yeah.
They eloped.
Full metal dress.
Yeah.
Metal, like, mesh dress.
Yes.
Like,
metal
where,
mesh
like,
dress.
nipples. We see nipples.
Okay, love that.
Which Aubrey Plaza could pull
And
off
feet.
amazingly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a like a chainmail dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very nipply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back of the back of their car just says "Gone Pegging."
And they're so happy.
They're so happy
They're
about
so
it.
They're so
happy.
happy. And they're the real winners, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the whole time we're rooting for the protagonist, but then we're just,
Well, because
so
I
excited.
like seeing, because you always get to see side characters in the very end get their win. It's like, no, they get it early. And like
Yeah.
these two, and they're weird little freaks.
Oh yeah, like very specific kind
Yeah.
of freaks that just we love that they're together.
And you're like, are
Yeah.
you chewing on his beard hair? She's like, yeah, he loves it. She's like, I do. I love it. I've just been waiting for this my whole life.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I hope Gimli got somebody who would chew on his beard
Yeah,
hair.
yeah. And this week we
Yeah.
gave it to him.
It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
And she can keep up with his drinking.
Oh yeah.
And they're like one for one.
So yeah, I think
And Seraphina and Paul are also
Oh,
doing
yeah.
well. They stay together.
they stay
and
together.
Do you think she opens a bakery?
In
She
a
opens,
town.
she opens up a bakery.
Yeah.
Her parents get to move because there's less competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they thrive, and he's a tow truck driver, and now every time he picks up someone from a tow, he has fresh hot muffins for him.
Oh, one idyllic
That's
town.
lovely.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
I love
They can
it.
start their muffin monopoly up there without any competition from a big
Yeah,
grocery
see?
store.
Yeah.
Yeah, not until at least like another 20 years till the grocery store.
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
up
yeah.
there.
Right.
And I think Megan Fox and Javier, they just continue to be successful because they're hot.
Yeah, they're crushing
there's
it.
no lesson there.
Maybe they
it's
moved
just
to
that
Las
if you're
Vegas.
born really hot. Good
I
for
don't
you.
even see them necessarily staying together.
No,
Yeah.
no, they just
Yeah.
have some really hot sex.
Maybe
and
they
move
go into
on.
partnerships
Yeah.
deals. Maybe they
Yeah.
start selling watches.
Or what if they like become like an influencer like
I like
couple where they like start because they're like, oh, we look really good together. So they start like influencing as a couple, but they're
Oh,
not
yeah.
really together.
And they're
it's
really
like an
not,
open
and then she's like,
relationship.
hey, I feel bad for all that cheating I did. So anyways, Serafina, I'll help you get your muffin brand out there. Fuck
Oh, I
Victor.
love that.
And it's just like a shot of like her naked covered in like muffins for all the sexual parts. And then people are like, oh, we got to get these Serafina muffins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the muffin
Yeah, yeah,
bikini. Classic ending. And with the muffin bikini.
Yeah, especially for a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a muffin like shoe.
Oh.
Oh, we didn't include like a Cinderella element, which I think would be really good for the Wiki Feet brand.
Well,
Too bad.
too bad.
In the
Too bad.
sequel.
What, did we have a name for this?
Muffins
Swinging
afoot.
Serafina.
No.
Muffins afoot.
Serafina.
Stepping into
Love.
Should be swinging into love.
swinging into. I'm trying.
Okay, wait. What is it called? Like, return.
Well, technically, it was called Lord of the Swings.
That was the
setup.
That was the setup. That's like the
Okay.
working title.
Working title.
Yeah.
So,
Lord of the Flings.
we've established we're muffin people. We're bakers. We're also swing dancers.
Dancing.
How do
We're
we?
dancing in
we're
the
also
country.
We're also.
Ser-
we're also gonna
Serafina-
have to answer to the Wiki Feet
Yeah.
board. Yeah. It's like, how do we engage the plot of the movie, but also our sponsors?
Yeah.
Swinging Serafina just sounds so sexual, and I needed to not.
A
'cause-
swinging Serafina sounds.
Yeah, because that for
Yeah.
sure sounds like Serafina is just gonna be
fuck
swapping
everybody.
partners.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I want.
Yeah.
I
We
want
want-
it to sound like she's dancing, twirling Serafina.
Yeah,
Time
Sarah-
for muffins. The Serafina story. T-
Thanks for coming to Riff Tank where we made time for muffins.
Time
for
And
muffins.
and time is spelled THYME.
Yes, time for
because
muffins.
She makes a specialty time muffin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time and blueberry muffin.
Yeah, time. Well, actually, time and blueberry would actually be pretty good. That would be-
I drink that.
Oh, that is good. Oh yeah, so time for muffins.
Because then that still kind of alludes to the sexual nature of things.
Here's the thing: we don't have to really talk about the feet because so much of it's gonna be feet shots in the trailer.
Foot centric.
Yeah.
Foot-centric. A lot of people. But yeah, so that's it. We made a movie. We made time for muffins.
Time for muffins. Time for muffins. It's a classic.
Hey guys, you want to go see this new movie I just heard about? It's called Time for Muffins.
I'm sure I know what that's about.
Time for Muffins. Classic.
Classic.
We saw that dude's dick hanging out of his pants.
Yeah. Do you see that Maluma?
Yeah.
And I was like, Issa Rae.
Yeah, Issa Rae, Aubrey Plaza, all in time for Muffins.
Yeah.
All in
Pedro
time for
Pascal.
Muffins. Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emily
All-star
Blunt.
cast.
Anybody,
Megan Fox, too,
anybody
dude.
notice there's a lot of feet shots in the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, do we put those in the trailer or do we save it for later?
There's for sure.
Oh,
Like
there's
how
feet
you
shots.
don't tell people it's a musical now?
No, there's for sure feet shots. We're contractually
I know.
obligated.
Okay.
To have, there's at least 5 feet shots in the trailer to where it isn't weird, but it's noticeable.
It's noticeable.
Okay.
You're like,
Because some of it's not like directly on the feet. It's like some people in the background, someone's like, taking off my shoes. And you're like,
right. You're like, well, you're like, were there so much feet?
because then you go in, you watch the movie, and you come back out, and you're like, I mean, I guess there were like at least 5 feet shots in the trailer. But it just kind of seemed like
Did I make-
naturally happening.
Natural.
It's like, did I make
feet.
that up?
Did
It's
I?
like somebody clipping their toenails in one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that. We never see that on the screen.
Yeah.
So anyways,
How do I know if I'm doing it right?
yeah, thanks so much for listening and watching. I think, oh, wait, we got to check in with Sherman.
How do we?
We got to check in with Sherman here. We got to see if he...
Oh,
God.
I think he likes it. Sadly,
God.
Sherman's just the line producer, so we do have to run the idea upstairs still.
Okay.
So y'all wait right here. I'll either come back with good news or a Reddit Swordman will come in.
Okay.
Okay.
But just in case, y'all give some plugs so everyone can find you.
Oh, goodness.
Whether it be upcoming projects or the last projects you did due to the death.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very fun. Well, I'm very. Thank you for having us. And hello, Mom. I love you. And
This is goodbye.
this is goodbye. Please take care of Rose. And so you could find me and the content that I have made before this at Lisandra Vázquez with 2 underscores in between in the Instagrams. And if you are in Atlanta, come see our shows at Hot Comics Live.
Yay. I'm Marietta, and it's at Marionetta on Instagram, which is, like Marietta. It's so silly. It'll probably be written down somewhere. I'll comment it. Yeah, it'll be fine. I believe in you. And I do some shows around town. I always post about them, and so excited to be here. I also work at a coffee shop. I'll give you coffee. That's where I'll see you if I'm still alive.
Yeah.
If
Is the big question. And I'm Joel Ruiz. I have the Do You Validate Studio Network. We have this. We have a Riverdale fan cast called Jingle Jangle. We have a bunch of nerdy podcasts, Critical Bits, Oddity Roadshow, the upward coming Adventures, the Science Adventures of the SS Bad Ship. We do a lot of stuff. Go check us out. DoYouValidate.com. Do You Validate on all socials and shit like that. You know it. I'm going to run the idea upstairs, and hopefully, these two will join us again. If not, I'm happy we got Aubrey Plaza to pay Gimli. I feel like that on its own should give you a couple more days of
Yeah,
life.
at least a Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Golden Globes are decidedly easier to
Decidedly
get than,
easier.
than all the
Yeah,
other
they're
awards.
pro-pegging
And
at the
also,
Globes.
before we sign off, I do want to thank our 2 associate producers, Luke Holt and BRS, as well as our 2 executive producers, Andrew Harper and Blue Rider. Y'all helping keeping the lights on here. And I think last episode I might not have credited you because I got too into the idea. So that is my bad. Anyways, we'll see y'all in the tank.
This show is part of the Do You Validate network.